Jaguar Wright on Diddy.
She
Y'all know who Jaguar Wright is? Yeah.
Yes. She been on this for years.
She don't be playing. She don't be playing. I like how she be doing it. She be on them with the full dramatics and all. But I think she can explain it way more than I can. So let's go ahead and get her up here.
Yeah, I want to see what she got to say. I haven't seen this.
A lot. She be saying.
I'm interested.
He definitely say a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all see my girl?
Yes, sir.
She was on Piers Morgan Uncensored. She said a couple of things too. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see what she got to say.
There's been obviously a lot of
cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to be borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
Does her headband say they not like us? Her earrings say dope.
I'm trying to listen to what the lady's saying.
Like he not coming to play no games. Like,
okay, go ahead, please.
She about to chop them out. She look like she ain't can't play no games. It's going in.
Lord.
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met.
All right, I gotta pause that.
She met him.
She said it.
Was you at the parties?
Hey, Diddy is one of the most dangerous people she ever met.
Listen, that's what?
That ain't too light.
It's not.
That's a heavy statement, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, she put some weight onto that. I'm gonna let her keep going though.
A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's
she going in, y'all. What y'all think the list is?
Clyde, Dave. Ooh.
As
you got to see who all these people connected to.
He's connected to. If you look through Diddy's history, he's connected to everybody. In one way or another.
I'm talking about like Clyde Davis and Lucian, whatever his name is.
Clyde Davis.
Them are the music execs, like for like the bigger companies. Like, yeah, they have it.
Yeah, and a lot of these head execs been resigning lately too. So
and not just the music industry, for other industries too. Let's keep that.
A lot of these
right,
CEOs.
and they come across borders. I heard they delivered papers to Russell Simmons.
Yeah, they did. They showed did.
For a minute.
He been gone for months.
Yeah, he got out of here
because he knew exactly what was going on.
I think he went to Asia or something like that.
Yeah, well, they ain't got no like extradition or something like that. Where they got certain laws where they can't like extradite them.
They're not gonna ship him out.
Yeah.
Hey. He said he is the devil.
I ain't gonna lie. If you kind of look back at the roster history of people that like music artists that were around Diddy, it's a long list, yes, but there are some notable deaths on that list. I think it's what she's referring to. How like everybody knows, because there's always been speculation around those people's deaths and if they were connected to Diddy or not.
Honestly,
yeah, he got a long list.
Out that generation that we're talking about is literally Diddy and Snoop. Nobody else made it out like unscathed.
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
even
much.
know how Snoop made it out Death Row. Personally, I don't even know how Snoop did that. Not only that, he took over Death Row and gave
Now
people
he
that
own
like
it.
Death
Yeah.
Row. Right. He's the only person. So I'm trying to figure out.
Like she said, it was a lot of lost. They lost as in their life's gone, and they lost as in they went down the path of the devil.
Went down a bad path.
I'm letting it go, y'all.
He's the
He do
Judas.
a lot of trench coats.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's a mess.
For those who were never at these free...
Yo, so he got everybody on tape.
Including Neo, allegedly.
Doing some freaky stuff.
Did y'all see the big old match footage?
They got
no. Did you see the mattresses on the basketball court?
Yes, I did. Yes, and that's just like the fluff they're just putting out that we can see. Imagine the shit we can't see. Like
every panel is a bed. Every panel is a bed.
Bruh.
That is crazy.
I honestly am tired of people talking about Diddy though. Like it's just Diddy. Like we know this shit ain't just Diddy. Like you can't be this big by yourself. Impossible. I think we're finna be.
She's telling you it's not.
I know it's not. Like that's what's gonna be the shaking factor. Diddy's not the shaking factor to me. I think because honestly, to me, Diddy's not that. She's like a menace to Black people. Most people don't even think about Diddy. He's not on nobody's favorite artist list, nothing like that. Like you don't even think about him when it comes to producing maybe your favorite group, but even the groups weren't out long enough. Like Diddy came, all of that. I feel like it's other people in play, like bigger people in play. Like people are talking about Jay-Z right now, and I'm like, well,
yeah, I think she talk about Jay-Z, but you gotta realize that Diddy is like. People just don't know. Diddy's big as hell. Everybody
Diddy's
knows
low-key icon.
Party. Like, are we kidding?
Like,
yeah, like
it's a bad icon, but he an icon.
Icon, but not the way I feel like you can say Jay-Z is. That's just my opinion, though. Like most people don't bring up Jay-Z. I mean, Diddy. Most people don't. We've been talking about Diddy for the last maybe like 6 years ish. But
no, they've been talking about Diddy since forever now.
Okay, but wait, what do we talk about Diddy for though? Let's
his parties, the Diddy parties.
Nah, they was talking about him being a record exec and producing music with his label artists.
I feel like
for a long time.
I just know Diddy with
his career.
Got some rock.
I feel like that's the biggest thing that we think about versus like his career. You can't even name me like 5 Diddy songs that's not a feature. That's my thing. So it's like,
well, we know he's not an artist. We know what he do.
He like a DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
So. DJ, he was an actual DJ. Like,
and there go DJ Khaled is on that list.
Yeah, he on that list.
Diddy was an actual A&R, turned record producers, turned music exec. with 4 different names.
Yeah.
True.
Y'all think he's as bad for the Black community as she's saying?
He's bad for the whole community. You know, just the Black.
I think I feel where she going. If that's the type of music, you know, he push off the freak off music.
Freak off.
Freakoff
She
music is
said Diddy
crazy.
was the worst thing from last. Hey, I'm gonna let her continue.
Freakoff parties. What were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something.
What y'all think? Sex work run hand in hand with the music industry?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. People pay for sex all the time.
They say it though. Like that's not a hidden factor. Like you always hear. I ain't even put one of my favorite artists in here, but they be talking about like, oh, like it's known, like you're known to sign the NDA, no phone parties, all of that. That's like in the culture. Like they rap about it's very much so in your face. So yes, like very much so yes. We know
It
that.
sure is. And you know they say a song get hit if it go off in the strip club.
That's
how Future made his rise. Yeah. Future Magic City.
Future said it. That's how he got it. Him and Metro. Like
now.
Yeah,
are you saying
you're
in on it too now? That's what you're
saying. Hey, they all tied in. They all done been to these parties. They're trying to get Kevin Hart just the other day.
Kevin Hart.
he hosted one of Diddy's birthdays.
Lord.
Damn.
Poor Kevin.
Oh,
set him up for the okie doke.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He said, I done did my time already. Y'all done blasted all my little information with my family drama already. Leave me out of this.
Let's leave Kevin up at it. He had J. Cole and wrote a whole damn song about Kevin's heart. So.
Yeah. I mean, they gonna have to. People about to get involved. She said it. They have tapes on everybody.
Well,
yeah, I wouldn't put it past Diddy to have his whole home having cameras all over.
Yeah, I mean, as big as he is, he would have some type of security system like that.
And he got beds on his basketball court. Why you got beds on your basketball court?
If he knew something like this might happen, I would have tapes on everybody too.
Yeah, nah. Come say something if you want to.
Exactly.
That's what you tell him back.
Yeah,
pretty much. If you want to.
But like, yeah, he most likely he gonna go to jail for a long time, but he gonna try to reduce that sentence by snitching on everybody.
Lord, I hope not everybody.
I don't think he's gonna snitch. We'll see that.
Plot twist. Ray J was trying to snitch. So
now, if he ends up somehow dead in that jail cell, hey, side eye. You know.
Hey. I'm gonna let it keep going though.
Oh.
Something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real. for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clyde Davis is not.
Does everybody know y'all?
Oh, absolutely. I believe that for sure. Absolutely. That's not no one's surprised.
Yeah, I don't think no one's surprised. Why are we ignoring this? Like, we using this as entertainment. Ain't that crazy?
Because what they got to do with us, for real? Like, we got bigger shit to worry about. Personally, I don't see how this is affecting necessarily the everyday person. Maybe, like, unless you get kidnapped, then I could see it affecting the everyday person. But outside of that, what they got going on for power, money, and all that, for the average American, that ain't got nothing to do with it. So I think that's why we're kind of like, damn. But these gas prices, though, this port strike, though, this election, like all these other things is more important to the everyday person. Like, me worried about what's going on with Diddy ain't finna shift my world, per se.
And also, this Diddy thing been going on for a while now, so like,
exactly.
I feel like it's a way to bring light to that kind of, those situations that can occur, sex trafficking and stuff like that. But at the same time, like you said, yeah, it doesn't really affect the everyday person in a way, but it's good to at least have this information. Knowledge is key.
So y'all feel like we're removed from this situation?
No, I mean, look, these celebrities that everybody somewhat looks up to or idolize, they need to be brought down. We don't need to idolize these people in the first place. They don't need this type of power that we give them. So, no.
So it's entertaining to watch them crash and burn.
I don't know even if knowledge power, like power, sorry. Like, example of that, all the women coming out about R. Kelly, and I'm not talking about the past women, I'm talking about the ones that were like up to date up until he left. We've been knowing about R. Kelly for years. It's been documented for years. Yet
it's a Boondocks episode about it.
It's been out for years. So when he got indicted, and you got these people who are still currently talking to him in that year, what did you expect to happen? It's like, but they don't be caring. I feel like that could be applied to Diddy's situation. Like, maybe not for Cassie, but the people after that situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if y'all hearing about it, y'all know, and y'all still getting entangled, like, at that point, what is there to talk about? Like, that's a choice.
Everybody's known about Diddy, and they still want to go to these Diddy parties. So that just let me know that, bro. They
exactly
ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Exactly. So like,
you gotta leave early.
You gotta leave early. That's what they say. Leave early, man. I'm gonna let her keep going.
Not here to respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry, have been notable, like I say, by their silence so far. It's also been notable that since the Me Too campaign began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Since Me Too began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same kind of scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the Diddler's downfall.
Jaguar.
That's a great alliteration. The Diddler's downfall.
She make it sense. I'm saying. I'm like, look.
Right, we all quiet and locked in, bro.
You like, damn. Well.
Hey, that's the thing. She be making sense because, like, Jay-Z was definitely connected to that. Yeah. He was all entangled in that.
So who rolled shortly after Aaliyah's death? Beyonce. Yeah. Took that spotlight. Aaliyah had hits.
Yeah, they said Beyonce was struggling.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't want to get attacked by the Beehive, man.
Hey, Beehive, there would not be no Beehive if somebody didn't get rid of that young lady.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a stretch. That it.
Oh, Renee part of the Beehive, y'all.
Hold on. Let's go on the record to say Renee is a big fan. If y'all can see it, I don't know if y'all can see this poster up there. That is definitely the princess. Oh,
okay.
I'm a both fan, so we're not gonna do that. But I don't know if we can say
they couldn't coexist.
They were coexisting though. Like that.
Yeah, but Renee, you just
muted your mic.
Yeah, Renee,
you muted your mic.
I don't know. They were coexisting though. Y'all do remember Beyonce kind of started first in a way. So she wasn't alone. She wasn't Beyonce yet. So like
exactly.
She wasn't Beyonce.
But
somebody said this down.
So I don't know. I don't. Cause they also say like Beyonce was groomed. So I don't listen. They might not have.
Yeah, they was doing that in the industry. I don't see the grooming as much these days though.
Man,
but back in the day for sure.
So
yeah, I don't think it's like no young artists for real. At least I don't know of it.
That many young artists.
Let's start there. So yeah, no, it's nothing to groom. They don't even have media training.
Lord.
At all. Daniel Caesar, may I say more? Like no, like no like. Oh.
Boy, dang.
I'm gonna let her continue. Let's see if she finish up.
Guess they on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Stop.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
She connecting too many dots and having brain overload.
And you know, record goes to show Leah didn't want to get on that plane.
They say that.
Facts. She did not want to get on that
They
plane.
drugged her and told her, get on this plane.
Felicia Rashad, her choreographer had to like convince her to get on that plane. So
Yeah. Hey.
And you know, her being unconscious might be accurate. I don't know who said it, but I remember hearing like they had to put her to sleep so she'll have to calm her nerves to get onto the plane. So I don't know. I wasn't there, allegedly. Let me throw allegedly on there. Allegedly.
Oh no, these not your words. This Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright right there. You know that.
Everybody calm down.
Nothing to do with you. It didn't come from Renee. It came from Jaguar.
It definitely didn't come from. But like, ooh, she connected way too many dots. It's a lot.
Yeah.
She not playing. I think she almost threw here though. I'm gonna let her go on here to continue.
Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know.
I'm
just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
yes.
A new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy. And everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting air tag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me.
Yeah. This is some craziness.
Indeed.
And the fact that she's been at this for years and has not been sued not one time, supposedly.
Or touched.
Or cease and desist. Or cease and desist. No, Lord, whatever.
I mean, she said they was passed around NDAs like they was pieces of gum.
But they ain't told her to stop.
Maybe they had.
Now somebody. No. They would have went through the courts and said, you cannot do this on my name.
Yeah.
I am going to sue you. The fact that she's been doing this for years, specifically to Diddy.
Definitely specifically.
And Diddy has not taken her to court about not one thing she said.
I mean, think about it though. Like, even if she spill what he don't want to spill, she's been around for so much that she could spill a whole bunch of things that he wouldn't want out there, you know.
I wouldn't want half the stuff she say out there. What do you mean?
Even in like court, like you can't take her to court because then she get up on the stand and tell your whole life story. Now you going to jail because you took her to court. You took her to court. Now you going to jail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what she gotta be telling some truth, y'all.
Yeah.
It's too much matching, too much math. 2 + 2 is equaling 4.
That's 2.
That's
2 squared. That's also 4.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Insane, actually.
Hey, y'all got anything else to say about Jaguar Wright on Diddy?
The truth will be revealed.
Yeah, we'll see what updates come.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. We'll see what updates come. I'm sure we'll be talking about Diddy at another time.
It's because it's too much going on for no proof to come out. Like no solid evidence. Like we can look and be like, dang, there it is.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I kind of want some of the Freakoff takes to leak.
They're not gonna leak.
Who Freakoff tape you want to see, Steve?
I don't. Hey, honestly, I just want to be like, oh, snap. This joint is for real. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be inadmissible in court, so that's why they're being held tight. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And a lawyer, but that's what I think.
Steve gonna end up with one Diddy tape, and it's gonna be Diddy and Meek Mill.
I don't want to see that tape. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see them tapes.
No. I don't want to see that. I don't want to.
After seeing that thing with Cassie leak, I don't want to see nothing else. That was bad enough.
Yeah, that was bad. I agree.
That was bad enough. I don't need to see nothing else. Like I believe you, sis. I already believed her, but like, damn, the tape really.
Yeah, when that video dropped, yeah, it solidified it. And people still
Diddy
go to Diddy parties and still cool with Diddy and still ignoring all the other stuff that they said he done did.
If Diddy get convicted, he gonna do it like Drake and just put a link in his Instagram bio.
Oh,
the whole catalog.
The whole catalog.
Whole catalog. By folder.
No, it's what's that? What? Oh my gosh. The one that like they accused that he like killed somebody, but they couldn't prove it. It was like a whole big old trial.
It's
black.
like 4 of those.
Yeah.
The biggest one. Like,
Biggie.
Kardashian was presenting him. Who was it? I cannot remember right now.
I have no idea.
But he wrote a book talking about something. Well, I didn't do. Well, if I did it, this is what I would have did. Like,
Oh, that's OJ.
yes. Oh, they dropped the book. It was like, if I did it, like that's how it's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, OJ's hilarious.
If I did it.
If I did it,
That man is tripping.
He's hell. They gonna have to
that
do
man
this
tripping.
right because they're gonna get one shot at it. You can't retry somebody for the same thing.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Right.
That's
Don't
why
go
they
down there. Pull a Young Thug.
Man, let Thug out with all this shenanigans going on.
Free Thug.
Like I said,
yeah, Free Thug.
if he did that shit, keep him in there.
Dang, Pat. Okay.
Nah, bro. Thug get the OJ treatment.
Wow.
Y'all see what the
Yeah.
black community standards is? Give him those. Come on now. If he did that, keep him in there. I agree with that.
He might have did that shit, but
Keep his ass
they
in
put
there.
the case. They put the case. They did prove it without a reasonable doubt. That's a court system.
The court system needs to go too. How y'all let him drop that many bodies if he did it and then wait at the end? Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's too much. If you been through, you should have said something. Not
Hey,
83.
man.
That's crazy.
We gonna let that Renee statement be the last statement. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All 3.